Good morning, guys. Thank you for being here and hanging out today. I've got a bunch of different random cleaning projects all around my house I've got to do. Take down all the Valentine's Day decor, everything like that, getting the house ready to do spring cleaning. I don't want to do any of the decorating, putting any of the bunnies or anything like that up just yet until I actually do a full-blown deep clean of the house. No, that's not what I'm doing today, but I'm going to talk you through what I do to prepare for that on top of everything else and normal everyday cleaning items as well, like putting those in the dishwasher and hand washing. One big thing on my list this year for spring cleaning involving my master bedroom is I want to freshen up my bedding, and I want to try a fun new color for my sheets. And of course, if you've been around for a while, you know that I adore Milani, and yes, they did sponsor this part of today's video, and I want to thank them so much, and thank you guys for sticking with me when I have sponsored content. But honestly, sponsored or not, I would tell you guys all about these sheets because I've been using them for years. I love the brand. I get the extra deep pocket, but I have also bought the normal queen because they are deep pocket as well, and they still fit my bed just fine, and there's so many color options. Trust me. If you have not tried Milani yet, just try it. And of course, if I'm gonna do sponsored content on my channel, I'm gonna make sure there's something in it for you guys too, and that is a promo code. It'll be right here on the screen, and everything will be in the description box down below. Just trust me on this one. Fantastic. These need to go in the wash, and then we'll make the bed, and I will show you the color. I'm really excited about that blue. I normally do whites and grays, so I'm excited. However, I did stick to white, and I'm trying their coverlet this time. These are also available on Amazon, and it will work with the code for you guys. But I'm in Florida. I have a big, massive comforter that I use for winter, but with spring coming, and especially summer, a coverlet is definitely gonna be all I need, and it's got a fun little pattern on it. I think it's kind of flowery. I'm excited to see what it really looks like when it's on my bed. On my way to the washer, but wanted to share one of my favorite features about Milani. It is not just on the corner where the elastics are, it is all the way around to help hold the sheets onto your bed. If you're like me and you get annoyed with that little corner popping up, you don't have to worry about that with this brand. The white sheets you see here are also Milani. I years ago was on Amazon. I wanted some new sheets. I started looking for like the best-selling, top-rated sheets that were on there. I picked a pair, bought them, and never looked back. So that's why partnering with them for me is an absolute no-brainer to share their sheets with you guys. They are that fantastic. And as you can see with the extra deep pocket, how far under my bed it goes, I love that so much to keep it from coming up on the corners. It drives me nuts. And this blue color, I'm obsessed. It's been on my bed for about a week now, and they are just so buttery soft. And it really did brighten up my room to put a different color in here and change it up and freshen it up. They've got like over 45 colors. It is ridiculous. And this coverlet was so comfortable and warm, and even if I wanted for like the colder months to keep my blanket on my bed, I can use this like a throw blanket and still keep it looking nice and springy in here. They are machine washable. They were done, washed and dried in less than an hour. They are pill resistant. They don't stain, stretch, shrink, nothing. It is absolutely such a wonderful product, and Milani gives them a lifetime warranty, so you really have nothing to lose with this company. Now the bed is made and looking all beautiful, I want to get the rest of this house feeling all nice and ready for spring. So that means taking down the Valentine's Day, but first at least getting these dishes out of my sink and out of the way. I like to decorate for almost every holiday, but most of them I do pretty small, except for Christmas and Halloween, obviously. But the rest of these, as soon as the date passes, I want them out of my house. This right here I filmed 2 days after Valentine's Day, and I was already removing that stuff, getting it down and out of my house, and I have not put up Easter yet because Easter's at the very end of March, so I will put it up probably this coming week as the end of February, so that way it's only up for about a month. I've got all the bunnies all over my house, and then I know myself the first week of April, all that will be down too, and just left to spring decor. Because that's kind of how I am. Once the day comes, I'm done. Christmas is the only one that sticks around a longer extended period of time. I came over here to get the last piece, and I'm not even sure that this is Valentine's Day or if this is just year round. but I think with the big red heart, it's just too much to be around. So I'm gonna take it down anyways. But do you see this crap right here? See the flowers on my table? Having real flowers in the house with the cats is a nightmare because all 3 of them will chew on them, all 3. And this right here is because they knocked one of the vases over this morning and I've already had to dry up the water. That one, they just knocked it right over. While I'm over here, I need to put the kids' Valentine's Day stuff away. This was what the kids got in school, and then the baskets that we gave them. And then each one of them got a stuffed animal, but now the dinosaur's got a slight wet butt from the flower water. So that still has to dry out a little bit. It's not too bad, it's just right here. But the unicorn didn't get wet, luckily. Oh, and my husband thinks he's funny. This is a shirt he picked for Gwen for Valentine's Day. This is all of her loot she got from school, but they're just heart little baskets I found in Target dollar spot. So we use these to give their kids their Valentine's Day. Well, our kids, their Valentine's Day stuff from us. These 2 arrangements actually belong to the girls. This one right here is Brianna's and this one is Gwen's. My husband just took one big bouquet of flowers and divided them in 2. And that's what he does for the girls every year for Valentine's Day. Has to get them their own fresh flowers. I still need to figure out where I'm putting them because I want to put them in their room, but since the cat's knocking them over, I think it's best just to keep them out here. My pile of decor that I'm taking down, and no flowers are safe. These are mine, and the cats have been chewing on these and destroying them too. It's really hard to see. There it goes. You can see they bit it here and there. And this was a full dozen. I've already pulled several out, and now I gotta take out a few more. These things. Yeah, that. She's chasing something outside, but life with those. This one right here is actually the worst offender for the flowers, for knocking everything over. She is the worst. That one right there that's looking like a princess on her little mat, like I didn't do nothing, I do nothing wrong. She's one of the worst ones with the eating of the flowers. This one knocking things over. Wheeze, he just does what he wants to do. Heart-shaped cookie jar thing. I never even put anything in it. I cleaned it, put it out here on the counter, and did nothing with it the entire time it was out for Valentine's Day. She's really hunting, so whatever noises you hear, that's voodoo. And look, I got cute little Valentine's Day stuff from the kids. This is from Declan. And then, I don't remember which one of the kids. I think this is Gwen's, still from my mom. That's some stuff I'll explain later. Mako went to the vet. Gwen's preschool had her do this adorable little thing for Valentine's Day with her fingerprints. And then Declan made me a card. He's so sweet. Look at, he's just so sweet. Brianna made me that and brought that home, so I thought that was really nice of her. This right here was the other really fun thing I wanted to show you. Yesterday, we had to go to Declan's school because they were doing a love market. It was the day after Valentine's Day. And all of the kids were responsible for coming up with some kind of product to sell and make a price, like $1, $2, $3. And it was all like school little fake money, but the parents were coming into the market to purchase the items that the kids had made. So like Declan and his little friend that was a partner, they did like solar system and all kinds of like Valentine's Day pictures in frames like this. But so many of the other kids did cool stuff, like a parent's Valentine's Day coupon book. I didn't even get to fully read them. There was so much. Let me see. This coupon is for one chore done without complaining. So sweet. Little containers all done and decorated. Little pinch pot out of clay. I thought this one was really neat. It's a seed bomb to plant outside, and it has a little thing to tell you how to use it. Thought that was really neat. As well as another little kid did something with plants, and this is seeds and stuff to grow. Pencil with a little ball on it. Necklace. Cute little bookmark. Some kind of origami thing. One of the kids was just like, forget it. Let's give out candy. So I even have candy. And then each child had to decorate the bag and personalize it. Yeah, I just thought that whole project was really neat. We still had balloons all over the house from hosting Declan's birthday party over the weekend. This is one of the kids' favorite things to do, is follow me around when I pop them all and get all the little pieces, almost like a scavenger hunt. Gwen was the only one home from school when I did it on this particular day, so she got the fun all by herself, and they know to stay back away from me while I'm popping them and then come in to get the pieces, so it's completely safe. What I'm showing you here is some of the things on my list upcoming for spring cleaning, a little bit of the weird deep cleaning spots in my house that you never really think to clean too often, or spots in some of my drawers where there's just a little mess. I'm not really sure exactly where it came from. Like this thing on my light socket here, I have no idea where that mark came from, but it's definitely on my list to fix, as well as put the pillows back on the couch. On the topic still of spring cleaning, one of my other recent videos, I went over all of my cleaning products that I have in the house, the ones I like, the ones I don't, things that I use pretty frequently, but a lot of these do apply to the deep cleaning side, like my 6-foot Swiffer. That I absolutely have to have for spring cleaning. But if you want more cleaners and stuff like that to get your house ready for spring cleaning, that video will answer all that. I've made several tips and tricks videos and preparing for spring cleaning videos. I'll put those in the description box down below so you could check them out. The two main things I do like to do before spring cleaning, and I'm actually doing it and I'm in the process, is I will go through my cleaner closet, which I've already done, and I will kind of do the rest of my winter declutter of anything else that I have to get out and get it out of my way. Something I don't use, haven't used in a long time, I get rid of it and declutter as much as I can just to make my life easier. So when I'm actually doing the deep cleaning part, I'm not decluttering and deep cleaning at the same time. That will burn you out way too fast and you'll be stuck in the middle of a big project instead of a kind of smaller deep clean project that is manageable. Perfect example is my junk drawer. My junk drawer will be done in a declutter before I do my full kitchen deep clean, because I don't want to be dealing with this, sorting through all this, putting it up on my countertops and making a bigger mess. I will deal with this completely separate and then do the kitchen deep clean on another day. The items that were on my counter earlier that were sitting over there, I said I would explain these later. You guys know I'm on TikTok and I do a lot of the TikTok shop items, which can also be found on other websites and on Amazon and so on and so forth. Well, these are a few of the items that I'm making videos for in my upcoming TikToks, but I've mentioned at least this item before. I have mentioned that before on my channel. It's like that beef flat cream. So good. But this I was trying out, and it's a card game for like big massive group events, and it's a drinking game. I didn't know how far this game went. It is not for the faint of heart in any way, shape, or form, and if you are a shy person, this is a definite no, but it seems like it's a lot of fun. Here you go. Not bad at all. Pretty simple little truth or dare request type deal. That one, however, is like I said, this game can go a little far. I have to make TikToks about these later on today. That's why they're sitting on my counter and why they were in the way of cleaning, which is why you're getting to know what exactly they are ahead of time in case you see them on TikTok sometime over the next couple days. There they are. I'm not actually cleaning the guest bathroom. I'm just mostly tidying it up and putting all the little toys and trinkets and things away and out of here because Mako has to come in and get a bath. We've been bathing him 2 to 3 times a week very frequently recently because he's been going through a skin allergy / infection because the allergy got so out of hand. I think there's some kind of fall / winter weed that grows in our backyard, and it's causing this problem because he only gets this way over the winter months, and he is looking so much better now that he has his medication and his hair is growing all in. But I had no idea pit bulls have a lot of skin conditions. It didn't even dawn on me. So we are working on that and making sure that he's good to go and not miserable, because he was not looking good at one point there, and that's when the vet had to step in and help us out. Into the kitchen though, trying to keep the cat off the counter. As you see my husband moving her out of there, just doing all the dishes from that night. We didn't really have a whole lot to do, so we were able to get it done. If we can't, like, we'll take 15-20 minutes, clean the kitchen up. If that's not enough time, or there's still dishes drying on the countertop, I'm not worried or bothered by that. I will let it stay there. If I've got other things I need to do or want to do with my kids, if we're gonna go play a Switch game or something, I will leave stuff to it. On this particular night though, because there wasn't a whole lot going on and my husband was tag teaming stuff with the kids, like reading their storybooks and things, I was able to do the cross wave on the floors. The tile has been driving me insane, so I didn't want to pull out the whole mop and do all of that. because the Crosswave pretty much is clean, like, and dried instantly. I don't have to worry about the tile and the kids running out and slip sliding all the way across my living room. This thing only stays wet for like 20 seconds, if that, so it's not bad, but it still gets these floors looking so much better. I absolutely love the Crosswave. I do want to try the Tinico, and if any of you guys have tried both, I really want to know what your opinion is and which one you preferred. I've always been a Bissell girl, and I've never really tried the Tinico, so I would like to know your honest opinion on it. Oh, and what you saw me do with the bottle I was showing you, it is a little floor cleaner. I was putting it underneath those bar stools because one of the kids spilled something and didn't tell us, and I knew just trying the Crosswave by itself wouldn't be enough because it is almost like crusted to the floor. Like, you see those dark little marks right over here? That's what I'm trying to get up. And honestly, even pre-treating it with that other cleaner and trying the Crosswave still wasn't going to cut it. So in a minute, you're going to see me on my hands and knees scrubbing the last few little pieces of this off the floor before I go back over it again with the Crosswave. I think it was cereal. It looked almost like a chocolate pebble, like a fruity pebble. I'm not sure though, seriously, what that was. And the worst part is just that the kids didn't tell me they had spilled something and that we didn't even notice. And the other part that really confuses me about that, we have dogs, and our dogs are absolutely nuts. If something hits the floor, typically they've got it in 2.9 seconds. So the fact that something was able to be spilled on this floor and left there long enough to crust to it never really happens in our house because our dogs are insane, like I said, and they are super, super quick to get to anything that hits the floor. We had to wrestle a chicken bone wing away from Mako just a few days ago because he walked up and as one was going into the trash can, it fell and hit the floor. And apparently, you know, that's dog territory now. So we had to get a chicken bone away from the dog. I did complete all of the tile through the house, and then you're gonna see in a second the mess that comes out of this machine. With the sheer color of it, I did want to run over the house one more time. I didn't actually get around to doing it, but sometimes I will run the machine across the house 2 times just to make sure I get all of the filth, because the color you're seeing and all this extra dog hair and grossness was just one time through the house, and it will make you ick if you do not like gross stuff. And honestly, with it being that gross, I guarantee if I did a second time, I would get the same color. The floors were really bugging me, so I'm just happy that that is done and knocked out of the way, as well as all the Valentine's Day is down, and my house is ready to transition over into spring. I live in Florida. I am sorry for everybody who still has blizzards and everything coming your way over the next few weeks. We're already starting to warm up down here, so I am fully ready to say goodbye to winter. It's just how Florida life is. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget again to check out Milani. Their sheets are amazing. Everything will be in the description box down below. If you enjoyed it, had a little fun, thumbs up, subscribe, all that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.